Real short one. Let's talk about assignment 6, the framing plan. Here is the assignment document. And so notice that it says you're going to start with the foundation plan that you were already working on for assignment 4, and then you're going to add the framing components, and later on next week we'll talk about how to do dimensioning, and then you can put some dimensioning on this thing. There's a note in here which I will show you when we get over to the PowerPoint. I think that's all I need to say about that. Let's look at the PowerPoint. Here is this same drawing that by now you're getting familiar with. And for this assignment, we're going to take our foundation plan, where you had your stem wall and your footing and some pier blocks, and we're going to draw some individual lines, and those represent joists. There are some lines going up and down, those are the floor joists, and then there are some other lines going side to side, those are the joists in the porch and the deck. This city plan set had a few issues with it, and the city was planning to redraw this plan set this year, and then the pandemic hit, and so things got all delayed. So we're working with what we've got here. And I just want to point out that their drawing, if you count up these joists, they actually are not the right number of joists. So this shows 34 spaces, 33 joists. Actually, there should be one fewer. And this will work out just fine if you start at the outside, if you start at the outside of one stem wall and offset that stem wall 16, and then offset again 16, 16, 16, 16, the spacing will come out just right. And you'll want to put these joists on the layer that's called a wall frame, as you recall. If I were you, I would offset one line. It's going to match the foundation layer. Change that one line to the layer that you want, and then keep offsetting 16, 16, 16, and these will all be on the right layer. In the middle of these joists, there's a note here, and we could do these different sorts of ways. This is the way this drawing is done. So in the middle here, we tell them these are 2x10s, and they're going to be installed at 16 inches on center. So we write that text in there, and we make a leader line, an arrow, coming each direction from there. This text doesn't really go with either leader line, in my opinion. It's just text by itself, and this is just a leader by itself. When you get the text in here, what you can do is in CAD draw a box around here temporarily, a box made of lines, and use that box as cutting edges for a trim command, and go in here and trim each of those joists so that you have a white space for the note to appear. So that's all we need to do for now. Next week we'll come back and we'll add dimensions.